What's up, YouTube? Back with the UFC 309 recap. Great card. It wasn't a great card. The prelims carried this card. Jon Jones saved this card. I'm not gonna lie to you. And Charles Oliveira, or I guess Michael Chandler in the 5th round, because he was getting dominated. But let's hop right into it. I'm gonna work my way up from prelims to the main event, actually, because the main card was pretty lackluster. It was really bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was really underwhelming. Let's just get it. Eduardo Moore versus Veronica Hardy. Also, I went 8-3 on this card, or I guess, I'll say 7-3 or 7-4, because the David Onama fight came in on very short notice, so I won't count that. But 8-4, I would pick David Onama anyway. But 7-4. Eduardo Moore just more physical, took her down. She did outland her though. Veronica Hardy outlanded her, but it doesn't really matter. Because in women's MMA, you really look for takedowns, and that kind of is like, oh well, you did a lot more, even though she didn't do anything with those positions. She got a little ground and pound. I don't know if she did. Honestly, it was pretty boring. Competitive though, close. You could say it was close. I thought Veronica Hardy could have won the first round. I think it was like 30-27. I don't really care about this fight though. It doesn't matter. Good win for Eduardo Moore. I think she's 11-1 now, so good for her. Moving on. I should have picked Obon Elliott, but anyway, Obon Elliott versus Basel Fez. Nasty KO. You could just see Basel Fez getting picked apart. He just looks slower, man, and his punches didn't do nothing. You could tell he was just having no success, and it's just like, it looks so weird because he looked like he was trying his hardest, but he didn't. And when he got hit with that overhand, say goodnight, I was like, oh man, clean overhand. And I gotta stop looking at knockdowns, man. Like, some people just get knocked down. Like Ian Gary got knocked down against Song Kanong. Well, Song Kanong's pretty good, but Val Warburn's not that good. But I gotta stop looking at that because like you can get knocked down with any punch. And that's what happened with Obon Elliott against Val Wardburn, but he controlled that fight. I should have seen that, like, his grappling. Because he has good grappling. He didn't even use it this fight, so... Yeah, good stuff for Obon Elliott. He's 3-0 in the UFC, and he's doing a lot better. He's doing a lot... Like, this is a great performance. He needed this performance. He's an upcoming prospect. He looks good, man. I wasn't even mad I got this wrong, because I'm like, Obon looks good. Like, as long as he's not, like, smudging him. It was a great performance, man. I'm happy I have a performance bonus on this. We'll get the performance bonuses actually, or fight of the nights actually, because I don't know what Dana's thinking. He's just glazing, but I get it. I guess. But yeah, good performance with Obon Elliott. Absolutely destroyed him over the course of 2 rounds. I don't even think Basilov has any room of success. So we'll just see what he does next. He should get somewhere near the rankings. I don't think the rankings yet, just because Basilov has it's kind of been getting worse, man. I mean, he's literally not the same guy since when he fought JDM. This is literally so different. It's like, I just thought I kind of rate those like short notice. Oh, I had a close ass fight with the top contender now. I guess he was sauced up. He looked so juiced in that fight. Now he looks kind of like where the pills at? Where like I don't know, man. He just did not look good at all. Yeah, he used to. I don't know what he can do, but I went 0-2 in those first 2, but yeah, I got this one right. Ramiz Brahimaj versus Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall, man. He didn't look that bad until the finishing. He just got clipped with the right, bro. Clipped that right. It was quick, and it landed. It connected a lot cleaner than I thought. Like, you see the replay. Clean work. Knocked him out with the right. That was it. He probably curled up, and that was it, man. Ramiz Brahimaj, that was a good KO for him. He hasn't fought in a minute. Happy for the guy. I'm pretty sure he hasn't fought in a minute, but he's pretty much like a no-name. Now he's making a name for himself. He's like 11-5. So yeah, and Mickey Gall's now 7-7. He came in the UFC 1-0. So that means he's lost. He's gone 6-6 in the UFC, or 6-7 now. So take that with what you want. Like, take that, how you want. I think he should get cut. You're trash, bro. You just won't be that guy. He wasn't looking bad, though, but his chin, man. Anyway, probably the best performance on the card, Marcin Tybura versus Jonathan Deniz. I'm happy for Tybura, man. He just lost his last fight against Sergey Spivak on, what was it, arm triangle, or I think it was armbar. So he had to get this on short notice as well too. So I'm really happy they got this win. I'm happy I picked him too because, Jonathan Deniz, like, he's a glory kickboxer. He looked solid in the first a little bit, and then I don't know. He just didn't do anything to get outside of the grappling. I thought he would, but I thought it'd be a little closer in that aspect. And he just, at the end of the round 2, he just got cut up with the elbows, and that was practically it. And he got wobbled, bro. And his corner helped him up. I was like, damn, you can't even do that. It's not even allowed. And he was wobbly. He got up I think he got cut on both of his eyes, like right above his eyelids. It was bad. So much blood everywhere. Great elbows, though. Great elbows from Tybura. Tybura had a great performance. I don't know. See, like, this should have been a performance bonus, bro, because it's a clean KO, really. Like, a TKO, doctor stoppage. I understand the stoppage. I wouldn't have stopped it. But great performance by Tybura, bro. He kind of, I won't say outstriked him on the feet, but he did what he had to do on the ground, and he did it greatly, Deniz, though, he was like the upcoming prospect for heavyweight. Heavyweight just can't catch a break. It has to be McParkin, it looks like. I guess England fighters make the best prospects in heavyweight, But, yeah, man, he was the truth for glory kickboxers. And, another prospect down the drain in heavyweight. But great performance by Tybura. I hope I don't know, man. You can't really. He's fought like everyone in the top 5, So, not everyone, but like, he's fought most people in the top 10. I don't know what you do. Give him. I don't even know, bro. Like, give him money. You should have given him the bonus. That's what I think you should have given him. Anyway, you should have actually gave this fight the bonus. David Onama versus Roberto Romero. Great showing from Roberto Romero. He won the first round. I don't know how David Onama won all 3 rounds, like, unanimously. I think you have to give the first round to Roberto because he dropped him really bad. This is a great fight. This is the fight of the night, if we're being completely honest. Definitely the fight of the night. Roberto Romero, he looked quick. I think he really took him off guard because he looks a lot quicker than he is, like, and he was like, 8-3-1 before this fight. David Onama, though, showing his composure. He recovered really quickly. I think Roberto went for take his back in the first round, and I think it was a little bit of a mistake, but, it's a top-tier fighter. It's not like you're going to get sub him immediately. David Onama, I think he dropped him in the second round. Or still the first round. The first round was really good. That's like one of the best rounds in the UFC this year. Great first round. Then Onama really kind of took it, especially the second and third. Like, he just showed his pace, and he landed the better shots and got the decision win. It was a great fight. It should have been fight of the night for sure. I kind of understand why you give it to Oliveira and Chandler because of the 5th round, but we'll get to that. Moving on, Jim Miller versus Damon Jackson. I'm happy I got this pick right as well. Damon Jackson was just looking for the takedown like twice. He shot like twice. Good takedown defense the first time, and like I think the third or second time, he was trying to go like on a single, and then Jim Miller just lashed up his guillotine so quickly. Like, it was so deep too. It was like, yeah, it's over. Like, it was so quick. Like, he got it. It was like one arm in, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it was both arms, but probably one arm because it was deep though. Because he was on a single, and he got it. He jumped on it quickly, and it was over. And I think Damon Jackson retired. Good for him, man. He had a long career. He looked pretty weird. His shoulder blades are so ugly, bro. Like, I just couldn't stop looking at it. Like, it looks so disgusting, and he just looks so weak out there. I'm just hating on him. He just built weird, man. Respect to Damon Jackson, though. Good win for Jim Miller. I think he retired, too, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that Damon Jackson? I don't know. I think Jim Miller retired as well. I'm not sure. But, yeah, good win for Jim Miller. Moving on, I should have picked Marcus McGee. I told myself I was going to pick Marcus McGee, and I was like, Aldo, he fought Martinez. It was close, competitive. He should do the same thing he did to Martinez or to Aldo, right? No. This guy had one of the worst IQs of a third round. I'm trying to win this. Like, anyway, Marcus McGee versus Jonathan Martinez. First 2 rounds, Jonathan wouldn't throw shit. He wouldn't throw anything. Especially the first round. He was just looking at him the whole fight. Mostly until the third round. But anyway, Marcus McGee looked really good. Came out, stick to his game plan. When attacked the legs a little bit. Jabbed a little bit. He looked like a complete fighter. It's probably his best training camp for sure. He looked really good. He looked great, man. I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy he got the dub. I really wish I picked him, bro, because I was gonna pick him. I was like, I like Marcus McGee, and I can see him like a path of victory for him, but it's just I don't know. I did a little too much MMA math, but it makes sense though. You think he would use his leg kicks the whole fight, keep his distance. It's just so stupid, bro. And and at the end of the second round, he started hitting with the leg kicks a lot more, and it kind of hurt him. You could see at the end of the second round, he was limping. Marcus McGee was literally limping. And then on the third, bro, I kid you not, the third round, this man is limping on one leg, bro. Just throw your kicks, bro. And then he clinched for fucking 2-3. He clinched for at least 2 minutes on the fucking cage. It was him holding Marcus McGee on the cage. I was like, Marcus McGee's holding him, but you can disengage, which he did later on, 2 minutes later. Negative fight IQ. People just lose fights like this. Are you kidding me? You could have another leg kick TKO because you have crazy leg kicks. You have probably the best leg kicks in the game. With all due respect, better than Pereira, better than Aldo, better than Izzy, better than whoever throws leg kicks, bro. Literally, you hurt everyone other than Aldo because he has the best leg kick defense in the UFC. But are you kidding me? He's a fucking idiot. He deserves to lose his ranking, and he deserves to be unranked. He has no confidence. He didn't throw anything until the end of the second round. And then third round, he decided to clinch. What are you doing? You're not even a clinch fighter. Very disappointing. I don't know. His confidence just went out the window. I don't know what happened. He looked like he shit himself the whole fight. Really bad performance. He literally let it slip through his hands. You could have had a leg kick TK on the third round. He was limping. It hurt him to walk, to even pick it up, to step. Is what it is, man. Mauricio Rufy versus James on top. James probably gonna get cut because he missed weight, a catch weight. He was fat as hell, 167. He was a welterweight, fighting a lightweight that was already trying to make lightweight and then make a catch weight. James probably getting cut. He's 0-3 or 0-2. Feel bad for him. He had a chin on him though. He has a crazy chin. Other than the no look fadeaway left hook that landed on his chin and dropped him. I thought it was a body shot because he looked away, bro. I couldn't even see the left hook. But it was a left hook on the chin. Dropped him, but he recovered quickly. Probably just because he's, a lot bigger and, didn't have to cut weight crazy like Mauricio Rufy. He gassed out, though, in the third round. We got to be honest. He had more strikes. Wow. Oh, yeah, the third round probably built up against him. Yeah, he was really pressuring forward. I think you give James another shot, man. It feels me, but he's a great chin. He took a lot of damage, though, but great chin. I feel with a good weight cut, with the prepped training camp, he can win some fights, but he just look like a blob out there. Mauricio Huffy, you gotta be a little better with the cardio, bro. I know you cut weight. I know you had to make weight twice. I get it. I don't know. He doesn't really switch it up. He didn't do a lot of leg kicks. He didn't. I don't know. I was a little disappointed for sure. I was oh, watch out. I was telling everyone, watch out for Rufy, bro. He can, he's the next Conor McGregor, which he does in the first round. He looks just honestly, his stance, but he doesn't really kick the legs. I feel especially with his, skill set, you should definitely switch it up more. Go to the body, go to the, kick the legs, bro. I feel he was at a distance range where he can just kick his legs a lot more than he could. He could have switched it up a lot more. I get it though. You think you can smoke this guy with your hands, and you dropped him in the second round, but he gassed out hard in the third. So he has a lot of work on, but he's definitely in my opinion, I think he's the worst fighting nerd out of the four. With all due respect, I always had this feeling. I'm either he's the best or the worst, because Gene Silva's tough. I think he has a great chin too. Gene Silva's tough. I'll probably if we're ranking fighting nerds, I'm putting. Probably, I like Kyle Barajo, but I think Prates is Barajo's good though. He's good grappling as well. I'll probably put Barajo 1, 2, Prates 3, Gene Silva, then 4, Rufy, bro. Because Just so this gas tank is really weak, bro. I didn't like that at all. I was like, wow, he's not throwing. He's getting held up on the cage. He's getting jabbed up a little bit. He mixed it up to the body, get hit in the body. Like, and this is a short notice opponent we're talking about, you know. It probably does mess with his gas tank, making weight twice, but still, like, you know. But Hamad's Lancap does have a chin, though, so we got to give him that. And he's tough as hell. I don't think he's been finished yet, so, you know, it's just a little disappointing. I don't know. You kind of just expect more with that, but you can improve, and not a bad performance, but a little underwhelming. Next fight, Viviana Araújo versus Karine Silva. I think Karine Silva could have won this fight. I don't really care about this fight, not gonna lie. I don't know who Viviana Araújo is. Karine Silva, I've heard of her. She was undefeated before this fight in the UFC. She could have won, but she just, even the commentating crew was saying in the third round, like, she just kept, you know, falling on her back, and that just doesn't help you win fights in a women's MMA fight, bro. You outlanded her over 3 rounds. You won the first. I would say Viviana Araújo won the second, and it was a toss-up. You could say anyone could have won the third, but, you know, she was outlanding her just until that point. Like, until she got, like, taken down, and, like, she didn't even just got taken down. That's really it. Like, is she, like, at least a little bit more ground and pound? Like, I think Joe Rogan said, like, oh, Viviana Araújo just probably won herself that round just because she just got a little more ground and pound off. Like, literally, that's the criteria of winning in women's MMA. And Karine Silva just kind of gassed out, and she was tired as fuck. And that's on her. I don't really care. Because, like, you could have won this fight if you just stood up, or if you just, you know, I don't know, man. A lot of MMA fighters just lose themselves the fight just simply because they just don't want it as much. It's literally crazy as fuck. Like, how can you tell me you were in a camp fighting to win a fight, you know? Doesn't make sense. Like, that's what you do in the camp? Lay on your back. Like, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. But, yeah, I mean, she kind of deserves to lose that. But anyway, moving on, the featured fight of the main card, Bo Nickal versus Paul Craig. Also underwhelming as hell. Bo Nickal had him on death row. Not really death row, but hurt him to the eye and then stared at him for like 30 seconds in the second. Like, yeah, bro, you're not great, bro. And the striking is atrocious. Like, his left's overhand, he overspams. Paul Craig's also trash. I mean, he's not a good striker. Everyone knew that, but Bo Nickal didn't do much. Like, the numbers are really close, so that does not look good for Bo Nickal. 30-27 across the board. Yeah, I had him winning all rounds. It was not really competitive because Paul Craig was literally throwing body kicks the whole time. So, and he would hardly land like little jabs. So, he was kicking like little, you know, like little kicks, little calf kicks. So it would be close on the numbers. But Bo Nickal does not look up to par. I would like to hype him up. Like, I get his hype. He's good wrestling, right? But not good wrestling for MMA. That's all I have to say, man. It's just true. It's not like, oh, I'm hating. No. He just doesn't have good MMA wrestling. It's simple as that. And he knew better than to like grapple with Paul Craig, because you could just risk taking him down. He'll just slash up a triangle or a guillotine, you know. And this is one of the guys that, like, and he said it after his post fight, like, oh, I've been doing it for only 3 years. He's been doing it for what? 20. He has like 26 pro fights, and I only have 6. Like, I get it, bro. But you could have, at least on the feet, you could have, like, you literally heard him, and he was like leaking blood. He got a little cut on the side of his eye. You couldn't really see for a little bit. You just looked at him for 25 seconds, 30 seconds, you know? Kind of went to a bot nickel. Literally bot nickel, bro. And then after you're celebrating, like, hitting a golf ball, like, come on, bro. Bot nickel, like, what are you doing? Could have done a lot more with that, bro. And you're probably not going to see a main card, too. So further notice, bro, because you need to improve, brother. But he has time to improve. But geez, man, you could have done a lot more. Disappointing. That's probably the most disappointing performances for sure. Just because he could have done so much more. But anyway, co-main event. I'm so happy I picked Charles the Bronx, bro. I was scared as hell because I was like, man, the knockouts. Man, they changed the gloves. I think Chandler could pop in the shots. I forgot Chandler doesn't really improve. He just does the same shit. And even if he has you hurt, he'll whiff his punches in the 5th round. You know? Charles Oliveira looked so good this fight. He outstruck Michael Chandler. He should have. It should have. I think one scorecard was 49-45. So I'm not sure. I think it was the fifth round. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was 49-45. Yeah, that last one. So I like that because the fifth round was crazy. It was actually one of the crazier rounds. Oliveira had him hurt a little bit, and not really. I don't even know if he really had him hurt. But I just remember him clocking Oliveira with like a right hand that got through, and then hitting him again. It was like right on top, like right at the eye, and then he eye pokes him. Literally eye pokes him. It wasn't like him getting punched in the eye. I got punched like right on the, I guess, cheekbone area, and then immediately kind of like pushes his face, but he just eye pokes him in the right eye, on his left eye. Oliveira starts touching his left eye, backing up, and then he whiffs him like his next two, like whiffs hard as fuck, like it's so telegraphed, whiffs hard as hell. Oliveira tries to get his back, but then Michael Chandler's in this like one knee on the ground position, and kind of like he doesn't let Oliveira get his back, and Oliveira's on like the side of his back, and now he's on top of Oliveira, and now Oliveira's kind of like looking for a leg, but then Michael Chandler starts punching him in the back of the head, like at least 10 shots back of the head. Like whether he's trying to hit him on the side of the face, it was like more than 10 shots back of the head. I'm like, what is this back of the head, back of the head? And the ref is literally looking at it, and he's still punching him back of the head. I guess a little of them got to the side of the head, but most of them were back to the head. Like at least 85% of his punches were back of the head, bro. So it was crazy. But before that, Oliveira was out grappling him, fighting the hand. He's trying to get a rear naked choke. He had his back like in round 2 and round 4. Yeah, man, he's really one of the greatest grapplers, bro. Like I forget how good at grappling he is, and I'm so happy he got this win because he's scared of. I think everyone even posts on Twitter is like, oh, sorry for the the heart attack or whatever. In round 5, he punches hard. Respect to him, which is they have hella respect for each other. It's just like I like that, bro. That's how Oliveira is, man. It's awesome, and he also ignores Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Just such a great guy, bro. I love that guy, bro. And I'm happy he got this win. It should have. I understand the fight of the night. I mean, it was really entertaining in the 5th round. Just Michael Chandler doing Michael Chandler things, bro, and slamming his ass on the ground twice. So, he's strong as fuck. You gotta admit, he's strong as hell, but no IQ. So that's as far as it's gonna take you. He should now fight down the rankings. I don't want to see him in the top 5 ever again. I don't want to see him even barely in the top 10. He should fight Paddy Pimblett. I think he should fight Paddy Pimblett. I think that's actually a great fight. That would be a good fight, actually. Good fight for him. Or maybe Rafael Fiziev. That would be a good fight, too. But I think Fiziev's probably going to fight like Benil or something. But yeah, I think he should fight down the rankings for now because he's literally, like, what has he done other than beat Tony Ferguson? You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about Dan Hooker because Dan Hooker's he's ranked above him now, so you're not going to fight him. I think he should fight like down the rankings now or retire, bro. He should have been again taking points off for that shit. I'm so mad he got so many back of head shots, but it is what it is. 49, he got 50-45 in my opinion because this is just like blatant back of the head, but I guess 49-46 is Michael Chandler, and good win for Oliveira. He got a title shot off that, so it is what it is. You can't really beat the top 3 in lightweight right now. Islam, Arman, Charles, no one beats him, so it's a good fight. Now, with the main event of the evening, or last evening, Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic went exactly how you would picture it. Like, literally exactly how you picture it. I seen it, a post-interview on Tom asked him how he thought it went. He's like, it went exactly how I thought it would. So, Stipe looked good until, like he's a 42-year-old man, but you see the athleticism that Jon Jones has over him. He's 42 compared to 37. Jon Jones looked a lot better. He looked a lot quicker than Stipe. Stipe looked so fucking old. So old, bro. I'm tired of people saying no. This fight looked like it was taken in slow motion. I was thinking about it, I was like, damn, they're pretty slow. I'm like, anytime that Jones would get kind of close to Stipe and Stipe got a little bit of offense on him because he jabbed him up a little bit. It was so slow, man. I was like, oh man, you can't go a little faster, Stipe? Oh yeah, you're 42. I'm tired of people saying Jones is a GOAT. I understand, I knew, I'm happy for Jones because he needed to do this. If he didn't do this, like if he didn't get that spinning back kick, like with all due respect, if he didn't get that, he probably would have taken the decision and underwhelming decision, all that. I just don't get like what do you think Tom Aspinall would have done to Stipe? You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's be honest here. Let's be real. Do you like? I feel like people got to like. Have you seen when Tom Aspinall or Dana White was like the winner fights Tom Aspinall? Do you see Stipe's reaction? Bro didn't have a reaction because he knew he wasn't going to fight him. There's no way Stipe is going to get through Tom Aspinall. Come on, man. And then another thing, Stipe Miocic has not fought in 4 years, bro. He looked good though, for his age. We've seen how Mike Tyson looks. He did not look good. Like he did not have to be out there. It was tough. Stipe Miocic is better than Mike. It's not even comparable to Jake Paul and Mike Tyson because Jake Paul is not Jon Jones. Jon Jones is not Jake Paul. Stipe is like a legend. I guess kind of like reminiscent to that. Like, Mike Tyson was a legend too, but Stipe is a little younger, 42. He only got 37 strikes. Like in his first two fight rounds, he threw he didn't throw that much. Like he didn't land that much either. But it was close. It was like a little bit competitive in the second round. Because, Stipe would get, a little close in the inside of Jon and jab him up a little bit, but then Jon would just, push him away with his eye pokes and, do what he does, and, control the range and distance. And, it was a great performance. I'm not going to take away from Jon Jones at all. Like, that was what he should have done. He did what he did. And, he's the GOAT for now-ish. Maybe not. GSP may be the GOAT. It doesn't matter. He should fight Tom Aspinall next, though. If he's going to smoke Aspinall, let him do it in 6 to 8 months. Give him 6 to 8 months, bro. Because I know he wants to hold on to the belt. I know he doesn't want to fight him. He's not going to fight him, though. This is what I'm going to tell everyone, man. That's the last thing I'm going to say. Jon Jones is not going to fight Tom Aspinall. He's not going to fight him. He's not going to fight him. I'm telling you now, he's not going to fight him. If he does fight him, I'll be so shocked. I'll make a whole breakdown video on the announcement. But he's not going to fight him. If you see after the post-fight interview with Jon Jones, he's like, they better compensate me really good. When does Jon Jones talk about money? Let's just actually talk about this. When does Jon Jones even take a risk? Let's just do that. When does he take a risk? The last time he took a risk, he lost a fight. Think about that. The last time he took a risk, he lost the fight against Dominic Reyes. He lost the first 3 rounds. He didn't fight Ngannou. He didn't even fight Stipe at the time when he was champion. Because he probably would have lost. He didn't fight Tom. You know what I'm saying? I understand he beat Cyril Gane. You can call it what you want. Dude, Gane did not want to win that fight, bro. I promise you. He did not want to win that fight. He probably took that shit on. I wouldn't be surprised if it was... he had money on Jones. There's a little something for Cyril Gane. I wouldn't be surprised, but probably not. It's MMA. He didn't even try, no resistance to Jon Jones at all. And Jon Jones looks fat as hell. He looks slow as hell. He didn't do anything to win that fight. Not one thing. He didn't even kick at range too much. He didn't do much, bro. He got submitted in 2 minutes. So Stipe looked better than Gane. You know what I'm saying? I think he doesn't fight Tom. There's no way he fights Tom. There's no way. You wouldn't even bet money on him fighting Tom. He said he's gonna fight Tom though. Do you actually believe that? Do you believe that Jones will stay out of trouble? First of all, to not get stripped, or you think he would not retire? Because Stipe retired. Stipe retired, bro. Stipe. He's like, I'm done. No, I'm done. He walked away so old, bro. He just looked old as hell, man. The crusty ass, old, not crusty. I like Stipe, man. He tried his best. He did a lot better than most people did, But Gane literally is I tell people this. Gane is literally the worst performer. Worst way to lose against Jon Jones is Gane versus Jones last year. What was that? UFC 287? Or what was it, 288? I'm pretty sure 289. I don't know. One of those. I think it was 288 or 287. I'm not sure. It's 280. It's 287. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, doesn't matter. So you can't tell me you can't look at that. Oh, he subbed Gane though. Gane is trash for that. That's a shit performance. Like, don't look at me and tell me that, like, Stipe did not, like, and people saying, oh, he could have submitted him in the first. He said, I wanted to TKO him. Do you really think that? Why didn't he sub him in the first? Why didn't he KO him in the first? Stop. Let's not act like Jones knocks down people, and finishes people quick as fuck. He hardly finishes people, like, nowadays. I'm not trying to be like, oh, he has no finishing potential at all. But nowadays, he hardly finishes people, bro. Outside of Gone, who has he finished in the past 5 years? I don't know, man. I want to see Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall, but will it happen? Probably not. Jon Jones still the GOAT, though. I mean, probably him or GSP. But it was a great. He kind of saved the main card, but this card was like, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. Really disappointing main event or main card, though. Like, all that build up for nothing. Like, it was only one finish and it was barely. Like you could see, it was like, if he didn't get that, it was probably gonna be a decision. So he saved the card, and at least it was a KO. But that's kind of how I feel like that's always how Jon Jones cards go. Like, the main event kind of saves the main card, but the prelims are really good. I feel like that's how it always is. It's weird, but good win for Jones, and hopefully he takes the fight somehow with Tom Aspinall. I don't see it happening though. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's my thoughts on the UFC 309. We're gonna see Jan versus Figueiredo next Saturday. It's gonna be a great card. That's a great card. So you're gonna see my predictions very soon on that. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.